Gas prices can feel completely unpredictable. One week, everything seems normal, and the next, prices suddenly shoot up overnight. You go to fill your tanks, and somehow you're paying way more than before. So, what's really going on? Why do gas prices suddenly increase, sometimes without warning? The answer is more complex than you might think. At the most basic level, gas prices depend on one simple idea: supply and demand. When there's plenty of oil available and demand is low, prices stay stable or even decrease. But when demand increases or supply drops, prices start rising. For example, during summer or holiday seasons, more people travel. More cars on the road means more fuel being used, and when demand goes up quickly, prices follow. But here's where things get interesting. Gas prices aren't just controlled by your country, they are affected by the global oil market. Oil is traded worldwide, so if something happens in one part of the world, it can affect prices everywhere. For example, if oil-producing countries reduce supply, or if there's conflict in major oil regions, the global supply drops. And when supply drops globally, prices rise almost instantly. There's also a group of countries that play a huge role in oil prices. It's called OPEC. OPEC controls a large portion of the world's oil supply, and they can decide how much oil to produce. If they reduce production, less oil enters the market, which pushes prices higher. Even small changes in production can have a big impact on prices, but oil alone isn't the final product. Crude oil needs to be refined into gasoline. If refineries slow down or face problems, gas supply becomes limited, and when supply tightens, prices go up. Even transportation costs and supply chain issues can affect how much you pay at the pump. Another reason prices vary is taxes. Different regions have different fuel taxes, which means even if oil prices stay the same, gas prices can still change depending on where you live. Local policies and regulations also play a role. And finally, there's something many people ignore: market psychology. Sometimes prices rise simply because traders expect them to rise. If investors believe supply might drop in the future, they start buying oil early. This pushes prices up even before anything actually happens. So the next time gas prices suddenly increase, it's not just one reason, it's a combination of global events: supply and demand, politics, and even human behavior. The world of money, economics, and human psychology is full of fascinating stories that shape our everyday lives. And this is just the beginning. If you enjoy simple explanations of complex topics like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. More videos breaking down finance, psychology, and the world around us are coming soon. So subscribe and stay tuned.